swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My A-spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a Coca-Cola. I'm the extra.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Jets at 11-2 now, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and 10, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Goff now to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. On first down, it's gone. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
After the interception, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Third and long. It's Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 45 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Swift again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Goff. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 26 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They go play action with Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On second down, a run with Hall. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gone. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Goff throwing complete for Swift. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be first down Detroit. This is Swift on the counter. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 36, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Goff going to keep it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. That one caught by Carter. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Remember, earlier in this game, he lost a fumble. This time, it hit the deck, but he got it back.
Yeah, do you think he's breathing a monster sigh of relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? But for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Eluding the pressure right. Well, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They'll get 17 yards there. That's good for a Jets first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's the option going right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. His throw incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way down to the 5. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Harris in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run it here with Hall. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lions will take over.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down, and they go with Swift again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping him for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a toss play right to Swift. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's Goff. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Officially that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.